up your YouTube, search for Stukeley Meadows, watch on your big screen.
Or another device if you're at home.
Get yourself comfy, this could take a while. What a happy scene. Something new every day for your long-term memory. This is so exciting, it is nearly time for a Stukeley assembly.
Hello there everyone and welcome to today's assembly. You know what I'm going to say? I hate to break the tradition, so here we go everyone. For each other we, every day we, to improve we, and together we will. And our everyday focuses are, and our Stukeley motto is, and our Stukeley curriculum is, and of course those 4 words. Excellent. So here we are, another curriculum assembly and another expert assembly, but it's not an expert from out there in the big wide world. It is an expert much closer to home. In fact, not just one expert, but a group of experts. Yes, we are going to meet some more experts from amongst the children here at Stukeley Meadows, and we are going to be meeting some experts in a particular area of learning. They are our expert mathematicians, or I suppose to be a bit more precise, they are our experts in times table rock stars. TTRS, absolutely. So we will be meeting them and talking to them a little bit later on in this assembly. Now, at our school and in every school, not only in England or in the UK where we live, but across the world, maths is a huge part of every school curriculum. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, it is a huge part of every school curriculum. I wonder why. Well, in truth, every job you are ever going to do as a grown-up will require you to have a maths qualification. They will want you to have a GCSE in maths at the very least. But that aside, it's not just about having those math qualifications, it's because maths actually is so important, much like reading. It underpins so much of every other area of learning. Now, I was thinking to myself, well, let's think about this in a practical way. Let's take maths outside of what we learn in school. How do we actually use maths in everyday life? Well, for one, I guess you couldn't really go into a shop, could you, and work out if you had enough money to buy something, or if you needed to buy several things, how much that would cost altogether, and then again whether you had enough money, for example. I was thinking about getting to school on time each day, reading a clock, all of that's part of maths too. So what I'd like you to do in your classes is just to pause me and have a chat and a think, how many different ways can you think of in everyday life where maths is used? And try and think really broadly. Maths is to do with geometry, it's to do with shape, isn't it? It's to do with time, position, direction, as well as calculations and number. So think really broadly about maths. How do you think you use it in everyday life? Share that as a class. Go. Well, I actually hope that was a really good discussion, especially from some of you older ones that have done lots and lots of maths now and have been on the planet a bit longer than some of our younger ones. But I wonder if you came up with some really good ideas, and perhaps we've got some useful stuff we'll be able to share with Mrs. Campbell and Mrs. Booth, who head up maths at our school. So maths really is important. One thing I also know about maths, and I've kind of learnt this myself more since I've been a teacher than since I was actually a student learning to do maths in school, is that if you can learn certain maths facts, it actually frees up kind of brain space. So you know we talk a lot, don't we, as a school, about working memory. And we talk about putting things into our long-term memory so that we're not cluttering up our working memory, so that we've got plenty of space there to deal with new problems. And that kind of works for maths, I think, because the more you can remember certain maths facts, let's think about your number bonds to 10, or your number bonds to 100, or your times tables, really in particular. If you can just remember some of those facts, it frees up more of your brain, your kind of working memory, to focus on parts of a maths problem that you're trying to solve. that's maybe a bit trickier. So you really need to be able to devote more of your brain space to dealing with that. So the more you can just learn certain maths facts and just have those at hand, it speeds up your ability to calculate incredibly. Makes such a big difference. Your ability to calculate quickly, mentally, in your head will benefit massively if you commit certain maths facts into your brain like any other fact. So Times Table Rockstars has a very big use and a real value to helping you become a better mathematician. I hope, Mrs. Campbell, I've said that correctly. So there you have it. So the reason we are going to meet our maths experts today is not just to find out how they are successful in kind of being really quick on Times Table Rockstars, although that is of interest. It's also about how that actually benefits them and helps them with their maths. Can they see that their speed and their agility when they're doing their times tables helps them every day in their maths? So I'm not going to say anymore. Let's meet the experts and hear what they've got to say. So here we are with today's experts. Yes, here they are, some of the school's top point scorers on Numbots and TT Rockstars, and they are going to tell us all about being experts in their field. Okay, what can you tell us, most important things for people who want to become experts in Times Table Rockstars or Numbots?
You need to go on there for very long so you can just be first of the leaderboard.
Right, so you need to go on for a longer time.
You need to go every day. And you mostly need to go on there every day, even you go for a short time or a long time. You need to just practice and just try, don't give up. Practice makes perfect. We need to speed up and think for our TTRS questions.
Any other top tips for getting really good on there? So you're saying try and go on every day, or most days if you can, even if some days you're busy and you can only do it for a short time. Is that right?
Yeah. So if you're ill, you just make and do numbers or TTRS if you're ill, so you can maybe first of the leaderboard.
Okay, so even if you weren't at school, you could still have a go. If you were feeling well enough, maybe. Okay. And how does that help you in school with all your maths and your times tables and things?
It helps us because when you're doing maths sheets, you have lots of maths in your brain already, so you can just storm it all out on your work. Sometimes it helps you for your number ninjas, like doubling, like in 2 times tables. All the maths that you do on TT Rockstars or Numbots can help you. You memorise all that, and then you can do it at school. You remember all that information.
And so, lots of interesting information from those guys, much like last week. I loved hearing from our readers last week. I thought it was really interesting because I actually hadn't given them a script. All those things they were saying were genuinely their own words. I hadn't told them what to say at all. And much like our Times Table Rockstars today, they were giving you genuine information about how they got to be quick and how that's helping them with their learning. So I hope that was useful, especially for those of you a bit further down the school that are doing Numbots, for example, and you're working your way up towards doing more of the TTRS, doing more of the Rockstars stuff. And then those of you that are just starting on your journey of Rockstars and you're aiming to be as good as some of those older children that have had plenty of time to practice and have got really, really good on there. So one thing is clear though, you've got to be in it to win it. So if you are not regularly on Numbots and you're not regularly on Times Table Rockstars, then that is going to prevent you from getting better and better. So make sure you keep it going. I know it's tempting now, isn't it, to give up as the kind of end of the school year is in sight and we've got nice long sunny evenings, but make sure you allocate time so that you get that done, because it really will help you. So there we have it, everybody. Another week, another assembly, another week's assembly done, and into next week. Make sure you have a good one. Work hard, be kind. See you next time.
Oh, I love getting these child experts in. Mrs. Stevens, great assembly. See you next time. Right, everyone, let's finish off with some birthdays. Hey, 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 it's time to say we've got a Stukeley birthday. Hey, 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 it's time to say we've got a Stukeley birthday. Oh, come on! Happy birthday, Charles in year 1. Hope you have a great day, Charles. I'm sure you've done loads of celebrating, more to come. Great times. Let's finish with EDK. And we are learning to remember things worth remembering, learning to remember things worth remembering, learning to remember things worth remembering, everyday knowledge for you. And we are learning to remember things worth remembering, learning to remember things worth remembering, learning to remember things worth remembering, everyday knowledge for you. Oh, hi everyone, EDK. Now I'm going to go a little bit different today. We're going to go for a music special, okay? I don't know how to organise this. Teachers or family, whoever's there with you, you're going to have a go at singing some of our favourite tunes. I don't know if one person's going to have a go or you're all going to have a go. But anyway, first of all, can you have a go at singing Sergei Prokofiev's Dance of the Nights? Can we have a go? Okay, let's listen to it. Here it is. Okay, good work everyone. Now, next up on EDK, can you have a go at singing Rossini's William Tell Overture? Go! Okay, here's the real thing. Beautiful. Okay, next up, can you have a go at singing New World Symphony by Antonin Dvorak? Okay, here's the big one. And finally, can you have a go at singing for me Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake, Act 2, Part 10? Okay, here's the real deal. Brilliant. Right, quick arty finish. I would like, please, the name of the artist, the name of the masterpiece, and the country the artist comes from. Jackson Pollock, Convergence, the USA. Artist, name of the masterpiece, country of origin. Vincent van Gogh, Starry Night, the Netherlands. Artist, country of origin. Anthony Gormley, Angel of the North, England. Artist, country, masterpiece, country of origin. Loon Coonan, Bush Tucker, Australia.